If you manage to scale to 10, 20, even 30K per month just by yourself, this video is for you. You managed to get to that stage, now I managed to get there too, and now you might think, where should I invest my money now? I should potentially get this new program or do that or whatever, and just buy a new program and reinvest into yourself or reinvest into the business. And that's what I've done a lot as well in the past. And if you're being honest, you and I know that most of the time you already know what you need to do in order to grow the business. It's not some random business consultant or whoever that gives you the secret source which really holds you back from getting there. What really holds you back from getting there is yourself. How I managed to solve this problem for me, or what changed my life the most, was when I started investing into my network. And was when I invested into other people's communities that I joined, where I then met people. Because think about it, you and I, we're social beings, we want to meet other people, and making a lot of money, all of that stuff, like grinding it out in business, is completely useless and pointless if we don't have other people we can share this with, if you don't have friends. And I've been there myself. I've been completely lonely working on the business, trying to make it happen, and I was at my unhappiest back then just because I was alone. So what solves this is not being alone. What solves this is surrounding yourself with the right people. And what many people do is now, okay, they invest into programs, this and that, also for networking, because you meet other guys in there, right? Like you meet a new mentor. But what happens if you get a mentor or a business consultant? The relationship will always be like this. You will always be here and he will always be here, just because this is how it started. You paid this guy to help you fix issues in your business. So what happens now is I've rarely seen like that a very good friendship can happen when the relationship starts like that. So what you can do alternatively, what I did as well, is invest into the right community. Because what happens is, like, all of these guys that you are potentially buying programs from, like, these people are part of groups as well, most probably. And now instead of getting access to them by buying into their programs, which is a way, but it's not the most efficient one, is you can get access to amazing people just by joining the communities or the membership groups they are a part of. And what happens now is, if you're a great guy, they're great guys as well, is that you can meet on a friendship level. And there's exactly like three different reasons why this is much, much better investing into a community rather than investing into a coaching program. Reason number one is the one that I just told you, which is you can actually meet other people on a friendship level. So what happens now is that it's not like, okay, coach, mentor, he provides consulting or whatever to you and you'll learn from this guy. No, you become friends through meeting in the same group, through jumping on calls, through talking with each other, and now you just start helping each other because you're friends. And this is much better, much more natural, and much more efficient in the long run if you build an ongoing relationship with the person like that. So this is reason number one. Another good point here for meeting these people on a friendship level is that they won't gatekeep any information. I have many friends who are incredible at what they're doing. And what they said is like, oh yeah, because I love providing value to people, and they said, why should I do that? Why should I give my best sauce that I have to just some random people that I don't know? I'm different, but that's what many people's mindset is. And if you meet guys like on a friendship level, just like I have my friends here in Munich, for example, or in Serbia or wherever in the world, they help me with whatever I need and they give me their 100%. They give me 100% of their knowledge. Because if you pay someone for advice, this person is incentivized to hold information back in order to be able to upsell you on the next thing they have, in order to just make more money from you. But what I have now is I have friends who don't gatekeep any information, who just provide all the value they have to me just because we're friends, and this is what friends do. So again, like, this is point number one, and if not one of the most important ones, just because you give everything in order to help each other. This was reason number one. Reason number two why it is so important to invest into your network and to surround yourself with people who are crazy in a good way is, and I mentioned this a lot, which is the inspiration you can get from each other. And I always use this as an example, but I've been in Thailand 4 months ago now at one of the last events I hosted, and there were two guys in particular that where I was just mind blown. Because if you surround yourself with these people, you see how they operate, you see what they're exactly doing, you see just how they think and how fast they execute. Like, it is an insane drive, an insane motivator, and you have to keep up with the pace. I'm part of many other communities when you buy into people's programs. And what happens there is people just ask questions, and that's pretty much it. You're not in there for connecting, you're there for getting advice on certain things. Whereas if you join a community where the main focus is networking and people meeting each other, that's the effect that you get. You then talk to people about different things, about connecting, about the business, about how you can help each other. And this is then what the truly powerful thing is. Not just meeting the one guy who runs the whole show, but meeting all the other killers, all the other sharks in the whole community. And if you just join a random program, these guys won't really be too open about jumping on calls. Whereas if you join a community that is exactly about that, connecting, the chance that people will talk to you, the chance that you can build ongoing relationships with guys is much, much higher. And therefore, the next reason that you have to rather invest in a community, in a very good network, than into some random program out there. And the third reason why you have to do this as well, why you have to invest into your network, why you have to invest into joining the right community, is that all the people in there, or the majority of people in there, have like crazy life experience already. So most probably all of us are online entrepreneurs. We manage to make money, so it makes sense that we are very smart, right? There's a very high chance you're not the smartest guy out there. There's a very high chance there's other smart people, not just business-wise, not just purely intelligence-wise, but maybe also emotionally, psychologically, that can help you with whatever you need. And I myself, again, I've experienced this. Like, I felt shit from time to time. I didn't know why. It was just something internally holding me back. And then just after talking to a friend about these feelings that I met online, that I met in one of these communities, or even in my community, that's when we then talked through that stuff. That's when he really like logically explained to me why I feel a certain way. That's when he explained to me how I can resolve this issue. That's when he explained like how we can overcome all of these roadblocks that I'm facing. And after me talking to all of these people, I've like, for example, much more life experience in completely different sectors. This is when I really realized, okay, how powerful this whole thing is. Because again, one business mentor can really help you in business. But what is if your girlfriend is holding you back, or your friends, or your parents, or whoever, right? Like there's countless different variables in this whole online entrepreneurship game. And most of the time, one person can't help you with all. Whereas if you buy access to multiple people who are there for supporting and helping each other, you cannot tap into so many guys' minds and what they went through. You just buy their experience. You basically buy time back. And this is what helped me so much. And this is what I'm sure would help you so much. Is just getting to know the right people. Ask them about not just business stuff. Ask them about personal stuff as well. Because your personal limitations, your personal like disbeliefs that you have, they will also manifest into your business, and therefore oftentimes you have to fix these first. And the easiest way to fix these is by talking to people who fixed these themselves before you did it, like just because again they're more experienced than you. And this is the third thing, like the third real reason why you should much rather invest into a good community, into a good network, rather than some random coaching out there. I can just say buying courses nowadays is completely useless, because all the information out there is for free. Same goes for programs. I can make an exception there. All the people you can meet them on a friendship basis, and most of the time it's just a few simple things that you need in order to grow the business. And when you meet the right guys in the community, like they can help you with these different things on a few calls or whatever. You don't need to invest a huge amounts of money in some people's programs. So this is number one. And instead of, again, wasting your money on programs, you should invest your money in relationships. You should invest your money in people. You should invest your money into friendships that will last you a lifetime, because a mentor helps only as long as you pay him. A friend helps you whenever you need him. And that's why I'm so bullish. That's why I was so focused on building relationships with the right people the past 2 years, rather than focusing my whole efforts on just scaling the business, because now I'm in a much better position. I have professionals in many different fields out there that help me with whatever I need, whenever I need it. And this is the most powerful position you can be in, because now scaling the business becomes much easier. And it is, an easy game for me right now to scale the whole operation. And one example I want to give you here is a friend of mine. He is the head of sales for a company that does 300, 400, 500K per month, like multiple six figures depending on the month, and with a huge sales issue. And what happened was that this guy took like time out of his busy calendar, 2 hours, just to go over our whole sales process with me and just help me fix all of the issues we had. And we fixed all of the issues we had just because he's a professional. He's so good. And usually you don't even really get access to these people, because how should you know how good they are, where to meet them, or anything like that? So this is number one, like getting access to people and knowing who is good, who is not good is very hard. And the second thing here is like, then getting these guys to help you is much harder, because he doesn't care about you paying him some money to help you, because he makes a lot of money himself, right? So the only thing that can get you the foot in the door here is friendship again. If everything that I just talked about resonates with you, you think that makes sense, you think like really investing in your network is the next right thing that you should do, then book a call in the link below, and you and I, we can jump on a call. We can discuss whether you're a good fit for Helix or not, in order to get you there, in order to get you to surround yourself with the right people, surround yourself with guys who help you with whatever you need and who help you scale the business to the moon without some random business coach. Book the link below. And yeah, in case you haven't done it, please subscribe to the channel, like and give a comment, and then I see you in the next one.